Mike Heiderscheid, can you please stand up for a second? First 30 days, we did over 150,000 in sales from the Google pay-per-clicks that we've done.
And total you've generated, you said close to over 200,000 in 2 months, 3 months. I'm sorry. Is that how much you?
Yeah.
Over 200,000 in 3 months.
I think from my understanding, when you spoke to John, you've done over from the leads this year. You've done over 300,000 in sales. Is that right?
Yeah, that's about right.
Over 300,000 in sales from January. It's about three months, right? 3 months.
3 months. Yes, sir.
Last year, you did about 500,000 in revenue, and this year, what are you gonna do on track this year?
Right now, we're on track for 8 million, but we're shooting for 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's about what, 500% in growth? That's incredible.
I think we did it at the very end of July, and 2 days later it was live, and August 1st or 2nd the phone was ringing, and it hasn't stopped ringing since.
What Lee was doing, so I said, okay, fine, I'll spend the money. And within 2 days, the phone started ringing. The first one was a 40 square flat roof, and I love flat roofing. So went there, closed it, bam, done. 2 more flat roofs came in the next week and a half. After that, 4 more shingle jobs came in. And it's still raining. This guy can do what he says. It does work.
For anyone that's watching this, I would say to get past your fear, hook up with Mauricio, listen to what he's saying. He knows what he's talking about. What he preached is what he's doing, and it's all working. Anytime you're spending money, you have a bit, some fear of, am I wasting my money? Am I getting wool pulled over my eyes? This guy put me together. Mauricio's the real deal. From the second he flipped the switch, literally the next day we were getting leads. We were getting commercial leads the next day after he flipped the switch on the program. It works. Don't be scared. Spend the money. Do it.
It's investing. You might struggle at the beginning, but it's that fine-tuning process that I talked about earlier that will truly get the results that you want. But you have to work as a roofing contractor. You got to set aside the time, and that's where I'm struggling right now. We get so busy, and we have to set aside time to have conversations like this with you and with Colin and with Cameron, and allow you guys to do what you guys do best. Help us grow our business.
So anyone out there that's looking at Mauricio and the Roofing Marketing Pros, give him a call, see what he can do, talk to him. I highly advise it.
What's up, everybody? This is Mauricio Cardinal with Roofing Marketing Pros. I founded the company about 2.5 years ago, and over the last 2.5 years, our company has generated over 20,000 inbound roofing leads for our clients across the country. And today, what I want to show you is not me talking about the results, but our actual clients and roofing company owners across the country talking about the specific results they've gotten with Roofing Marketing Pros. All right, the first question I ask everybody in these interviews is where they heard us from and what made them come on board and jump as a client.
How's it going? My name is Brian Wilson with Wabo Roofing. I'm one of the owners. So actually, we hadn't done really any advertising at all before we hooked up with you. Almost 100% of our business was from us outdoor knocking. We hadn't spent anything on advertising, quite honestly, because it wasn't something that any of us really knew a whole lot about. There was some fear there. There was some hesitancy, and because we didn't understand a whole lot of it, we felt like maybe it was something that we had to take on ourselves. We had to understand all of it to do it ourselves.
So yeah, my name is Clyde Bryan. I'm with LOA Construction, the owner of LOA Construction out here in Texas. I took my shot at marketing online, and it was a total failure. I mean, I spent a ton of money trying to do it. I couldn't figure it out, and everybody around me was like, they all said, no, you can't get leads from Facebook when it comes to roofing. You can't do it. It's impossible. Nobody can do it.
It's Jeff Foster, Signature HP Roofing. Been in business in San Antonio for 4 years. I moved here from Detroit, outside of Detroit, to here, and been going through all the avenues to develop leads, from door knocking to Home Advisor to Angie's Lists, which they all had their medicine. But I had been following you probably for a good year, and I had some bad experience at the beginning with SEOs, and I shut that off and just went kind of down and dirty with fighting all the contractors and competing in that nature.
I'm Steve Langen. I have a company, Aesthetic Elements. We're based out of Iowa.
Hey guys, my name is Jason, owner and president of the Blue Roof Company out of Northern Kentucky, Greater Cincinnati. as a leader of this company, I always tell my employees that to be successful in the new age of roofing, you have to modernize an age-old trade and continually do so. Contacted Mauricio with the Roofing Marketing Pros, wanting to hear his story. I really drilled him, dove into, you know, what he could do for us. He was very responsive. He knows what he's talking about. He laid out a plan within days of what he could do with quantitative and qualitative metrics for me to look at.
My name is Jeremy Gilstrap. The market right now is so saturated, especially in Georgia, with so many companies coming up and popping up overnight, that it makes it tough. So you have to find something that allows you to be different. And that right now is technology. I mean, our cell phones, computers, networking, whatever you can do has been the biggest key for us. I know working with you now, I think we're going on, what, four or 5 months?
In January, yeah. So almost 5 months now, yeah.
In the midst of that, I mean, I think we're at the point now where we're closing probably at 45% of the leads that we're actually getting sent over from you guys, which has helped us out a ton. And like you said, really don't have any experience as far as you know, electronics or technical background.
I'm here with Tyler Melton from Proclaim Roofing. So tell me, Tyler, tell me about your story, man.
So I started my own company here about 3 years ago. We've done about $28 million in sales. And before Mauricio, I was working with a different marketing company, and they were just really ticking me off. I was with them for over 12 months, paid them over $120,000, and they were only putting like $2,000 a month towards what they were actually supposed to put it towards. So very frustrating. I didn't get much of a return on my investment at all. So it was very frustrating in the past year before I met Mauricio.
Austin Paparella from Southwest Commercial.
We launched our company in March of this year, March 8th to be exact, and came across you guys a few months in. I've got a little bit of background in website development and marketing, but not as proficient as you guys are. And so I knew that I needed the help. I needed professionals because, one, I didn't have the time to fine-tune my skills and my background in it to get to the level I wanted it to be. And so, we found you guys online, and I did my due diligence and watched all your videos online and reached out to some people, asked about their experiences with you guys. And then finally I got your emails, got signed up for your email marketing, and just really got to know who you were without you even knowing who I was. I just lurked in the darkness for a while in the shadows, just trying to, get a feel of things. And I wish I moved forward sooner, but, I had to do what I needed to do to feel comfortable with the company.
The second question I ask in these interviews is, what was a major breakthrough they had working with us, and what are the actual specific results they got with working with our campaigns?
Let's just talk about just this month, just the past couple weeks. And my numbers may be wrong because we're a little bit behind on getting them all entered in. But right now I'm showing 17 leads. It's probably closer to 20. We've got over $20,000 in revenue off those leads. That's already closed. We've got more coming. We've got 3 commercial deals that we're working. Out of those 3, I'd say I feel confident we'll get at least one of them. Hopefully we'll get all 3. And we've got some other residential deals working. So, it could be upwards of, over $100,000 in revenue.
I remember 3 weeks in being like, man, this is not going to work. Nothing's working. Like, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to call Mauricio like that. Nothing's really working. And then I remember saying that at like 11 o'clock on night on a Thursday. Friday morning, I woke up and I had like 3 leads. And then since that day, every day has been at the minimum 2 maybe, and maximum I've had like 6 leads every single day. And so I remember when that happened, it was the coolest feeling ever in the world, because I realized like these leads are coming in while I'm sleeping. Like, I don't have to do anything. I made 1 video, and like since then, these leads just pour in. They're just coming in. They're just coming in. So that was a big breakthrough, and it still feels really cool because I'm the only guy in my area who's doing this. Nobody else is doing this. That's kind of like a king thing, you're like, I mounted this giant.
His experience is so, because he's grown his business. His business is a tremendous success story. I think last year he did about $500,000 in revenue, and this year, what are you gonna do on track this year?
Right now we're on track for 8 million, but we're shooting for 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's about what, 500% in growth? That's incredible.
And I was skeptical at the beginning, but numbers don't lie, people do. Probably the most thing I'm impressed is the amount of phone calls we got right at the beginning, because the last campaign, it was one call a week, it's like, wow, is this thing working? But with your system and the amount of volume that we're getting in, I'm impressed and I'm surprised. It's actually working. And I've been the biggest skeptic because I was following you for a year. And I'm like, oh yeah, that works for the big pockets. But with my budget set the way it is, it's not at the minimum, but I know most definitely I'm going to be able to grow that budget and be able to capture more. At the first month, we had to get the pipeline going and figure out that system. And once we seen how good quality of the leads were, they were, just far superior. It's the quality of the lead when you're going out there. They're almost signing, and I haven't even given them a price. Yeah. I've noticed that. It's been 3 months now, and I've noticed that there is a percentage of people that their mind is already made up, and it's more or less, when can we get on the schedule? Things of that nature. So it's a lot of buying questions at the beginning, just doing the warm up and doing the walk around with them for their needs assessment. I'm just very impressed on how good the quality of the lead is.
And I believe before our call, you said that you have already a $30,000 deal signed. Is that right?
Oh yeah. Coming in November, we got a $30,000 signed, and when we got another one coming in from the last month that we'll be signing too. So yeah, it's November 2nd, and we're already going strong. And as far as not really working around issues, it's just working around a campaign as far as area, as far as trades we want to be involved in. It's nice to know that I can just call and say, hey, you know what, can we change this up? You guys jump on it real quick.
I think we're probably, just short of 3 weeks of actual some leads coming in. Right away they started coming in, and good leads. More Facebook leads than AdWord leads, but boy, the AdWord leads are high quality. So in the last 2.5 weeks, I think we've had probably 18 to 20 leads come through. We've got 4 deals signed. We've got a lot of appointments set that are in the works, and we're estimating probably around 100,000 in contracts signed at this point in this short a span. So for me, that's what I've been looking for.
Got everything set up, and when we pulled the trigger, I kind of told him about my bad experiences, and told him I was nervous. Within a couple weeks, though, I had calmed down. The leads were coming in, calls were coming in, emails were coming in, and honestly, within a couple weeks, we had 2 large commercial leads that come in from the system he set up. One of them was, is estimated still. We're working on it. Fingers crossed. It's about $500,000. The other one's a little bit smaller. It's, in some context here, guys, $250,000 job, all within a couple weeks. This is going into our dead season. It's starting to turn into winter. Phones aren't really ringing as much, but with his new system and everything he's done for us, the phones are still ringing, the leads are still coming in.
Your help has been tremendous in the growth of our company. And it's helping out a lot to learn, because if you don't, you kind of put your money in the wrong areas, and it's a bad investment. You don't have a good ROI on what you're trying to do. And for instance, I probably lost last year $10,000 just trying to do Facebook on my own, but I didn't understand how the campaigns work. I was just trying to boost posts and things of that nature instead of actually, running campaigns and different things like that. But put it this way, we get anywhere between 5 to 6 per day. We're at least closing on 3 to 4 out of the 5 or 6. Sometimes a little bit less. It just depends on what it may be. But we're having great success right now with the leads compared to when we first were getting them. I think what has happened is it's actually taught us how to be better salesmen. Because even though you get a lead, a lot of people, I think, misunderstand it. It's not guaranteed. You still have to build that relationship with the homeowner. You still have to, educate them, give them some type of knowledge to where they feel comfortable that you're the contractor for them. So before, I think we struggled with that in maybe the first month or two. But now we're at the point to where we're getting these leads in within 48 hours. We're on the properties. We're doing inspections. We're either filing the claims with insurance companies, or we're getting over estimates using Hover, Beacon 3D, different things of that nature. So overall, man, the experience has been phenomenal the last couple of months, and we're really excited about pushing even harder to finish out the year.
So I started working with Mauricio here in December, and in the past 2 months we've done well over $200,000 in contracts with Google AdWords and Facebook. We've got a lot of traction on the internet. We've got a couple $1 million in the pipeline now, just off the past 2 months of running ads with Mauricio. He's really helped structure our marketing program and help get us going. But it's been great working with a marketer that can actually produce a return on your investment rather than just flushing all my money down the toilet and not getting back what I put into it off my hard work money.
From last conversation I think you had with Cam, who's your account manager, I think you've closed over 150,000 in deals.
Yeah, so I can't remember exactly where we were at. It's been a little bit, but we've definitely done over 6 figures in the short period of time we've been with you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of deals in the pipeline, right?
We do. We've closed several more since we last talked too. So right now we got a lot of repair work coming in, which is good too. A lot of people want to run away from that. Originally I did, but I'm starting to see the value in it. As a new company, it's really helping us just, get over the hump of some things. And I will say I've ran into several contractors in the area, well-known companies. They think we've been around forever. They're seeing our name everywhere. We're right above the #1 contractor in this area, and they're wondering how we're doing it.
Awesome.
Only being in business since March, they think we've been here forever.
Now you guys saw all the answers to the interview, right? I'm a spokesperson for Roofing Marketing Pros, but the reason why I did this interviews is because I'm using them as my salespeople for the company. When you use other people's testimonials and other people's experiences, they actually do the selling for you instead of me doing the selling. So I can talk and I'll talk all I want about the results. I can claim this, I can claim that. But when other roofing company owners, just like yourself, in your specific situation, are talking about the results they've gotten with Roofing Marketing Pros, then it makes my job easier. So if you guys want to learn more about how we can work together, how you can create a specific, unique marketing campaign can really scale your roofing company and get you more roofing leads, then you need to click the link below and schedule a free strategy session where we break down exactly what you're doing with your company so we can actually come up with a blueprint that will help you achieve your objectives in the next run. Boom.